Hello, and welcome to Healthy Living. I'm Jacqueline Lapine, Communications Director for the Department of Health and Senior Services. I'm sure you all are as excited as I am to welcome in the warm weather. But along with the warm weather come some familiar pests, mosquitoes and ticks. To tell us more about how you can protect yourself and exactly how to choose the right insect repellent, I am joined by Karen Yates with our Office of Veterinary Public Health. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you.
I want to start off by asking, why should people wear insect repellent?
Well, insect repellent will keep ticks and mosquitoes from biting. And by doing that, by using an insect repellent, you also help prevent the possibility of your picking up some kind of a disease carried by ticks or mosquitoes. In Missouri, we have West Nile virus. We have a disease called ehrlichiosis, a tick-borne disease. We also have Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Avoiding tick bites avoids that transmission of those bacteria.
How do insect repellents work?
Mosquitoes and ticks have antennae. They have other sensory organs that help them detect when a potential host is nearby. A mosquito, for example, can tell when you're 100 feet away. They can see you with those sensory organs. The Lone Star tick doesn't see very well, but it senses motion and chemicals and so on coming off of people's bodies. When you use a repellent, what it does is it interferes with those sensory organs and it prevents them from finding a place on you to be able to get their blood meal.
How should I apply insect repellent and how often does it need to be applied?
Okay, let's talk about a DEET-based repellent because that's probably the most popular and readily available repellent. DEET works by creating a barrier on your skin. It needs to be evenly applied on your skin. You actually have to spread it on your skin. A lot of people are finding that once they spray it on, then they have some better success in getting an even coat by rubbing it in. You can spray it on any exposed skin. It can be sprayed on clothing. You should not spray it on skin that will be covered up by clothing. That's not necessary and it's not a safe use of the product. A DEET-based repellent really should not be applied more than it is needed. And that really calls for people to pay attention and find and just observe. Are mosquitoes starting to hang around buzz around your ears? Are they bothering your children again? That's the time to reapply.
I've noticed that stores sell DEET concentrations ranging from 5 to 100%. How do I know which one is right for me?
The manufacturers create these different formulations because people have different needs. So there's a general trend in that the higher the concentration of an active ingredient like DEET, the longer the protection. But what you need to do is actually read the label. For an evening picnic in the yard or at the lake, if you're wanting to protect against mosquitoes, you probably want to use about a 10 to 35% concentration of a DEET-based repellent. For ticks, you really require a stronger concentration, starting at about 20 and then working up to 50. Ticks are a little bit more resistant to repellents. But once you get up to 50%, you're really not getting any extra protection. We recommend that you stop at 50% and just, again, monitor how effective what you're using really is.
Can insect repellents be used safely on children?
Yes, yes. There are many formulas that are appropriate for children. Parents need to read the label and find out for themselves. The DEET-based repellents, for example, the American Academy of Pediatrics has said that DEET-based products are safe on children over 2 months of age with a concentration anywhere between 10% and 30%. On the other hand, there are other formulas that are not safe for children. The oil of lemon eucalyptus should not be used on children under the age of 3. And then as far as how to use repellents on children, parents should always apply the repellent to themselves on their hands first and then rub it on the kids. Keep away from the eyes, the mouth, the nose, the ears, and then avoid putting repellent on the children's hands.
Now, these repellents we've discussed will protect those of us casually enjoying the outdoors, but you actually have a stronger solution that you recommend for those Missourians that might be doing things such as camping. Tell me more about that.
Okay, the product is called Permethrin. It's a repellent slash pesticide. You actually use it on your clothing. You can use it on your camping gear, tent, camp chair. What happens is when you pre-apply the product to your clothes, to your camping gear, you never apply it to your skin.
So this is something that needs to be done in advance and well thought out ahead of time.
Yes, absolutely. When the repellent is applied to the fabric, it bonds as it dries, and so you need to follow the label directions and allow it to dry the appropriate length of time. So this is not something that you would think of at the last minute and pick up at the store on your way out of town.
In addition to using insect repellents, are there some other ways that people can protect themselves from insect bites?
People should make the most use of their clothing as possible. Long sleeves, long pants can prevent ticks from getting access basically to your skin. The same for mosquitoes. Tucking your pant legs into your boots is very, very effective. Wearing light colors doesn't necessarily repel the insects, but it allows you to see them and get them off.
In addition to the clothing recommendations, you also recommend that people do tick checks. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, here in Missouri, we recommend that people actually start their tick checks when they are still outdoors, outside, every hour, every couple of hours. When you get home, a good idea is to do a full body check, and there actually are studies that show that washing your clothes immediately and stepping into the shower is very effective at keeping any ticks that may have gotten onto your clothing or may have actually even attached. It makes it easier to find them before they have the opportunity to transmit disease.
Thank you so much for joining us, Karen. For more information on preventing insect bites and for all of the health information you need, visit our website, health.mo.gov.